Sunday. Jimmy is with Luke. They went to the local farm and garden store to get the conduit to get this paddle, which, I said to Jimmy, I hope this works because they're spending over $30 on the conduit itself. And he's like, oh, well, I can use it for something else. So I'm like, okay, I really hope we get this thing today. So we are going to do that live when they get back and get this thing built. So we're waiting on that, and I wanted to show you the wood rounds. Now Jimmy baked these wood rounds in like a bread proofing temperature in the oven, about 100 degrees, for several hours. I'm trying to get to the live chat here. Just hang on and 1 second. Trying just to fire up my laptop here and go over here so I can be interactive. Come on. Okay. It doesn't want to bring up my live content. Okay, let me go to YouTube. Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go, live chat. Hello, Earthbound Spirit. Hi, Captain Lee Fan. Hi, Flo on the Go. Hi, Amanda Love. Your napkins went out. Okay, so let me show you what he did. So he's saying that we need a bandsaw, of course. So I don't have like a ton of these, but these are what they look like natural. I have put just this truck paint on the front of them last night. The reason I do that is because you could decoupage if you're going to do that, or what I've done, I've also bought commercial ones like this in the past and painted them and used Cricut decals and made like a reindeer cam and stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is decoupage the front of these. I will probably put the back natural, may put the year or something with the Cricut on that. That's at least what I'm thinking of right now. And decoupage on the front of these. These are not only for Christmas ornaments, but then like I also want to make these Christmas trees where you sew the fabric. You can either use a rudimentary triangle, or you can make it primitive and make little trees, which I've wanted to do, and need the rounds for bases. So I'm going to use bigger ones like that for bases. You can also use some pom-pom trim like this if you want, and when you're done, go around the edges, or just leave the edges natural, or put some snow glitter on them. That's Snow Tech. You could use Snow Tech to give 3-dimension to the ornaments, especially if you have a snowy scene, and you can add the Snow Tech and it'll give it a 3-dimensional, or you can even use the glitter Mod Podge or put like ice crystals on the side. There's a lot you can do, and then you just can drill a hole to hang it up. And if you didn't want to drill a hole, you can easily put a metal clippy thing on the back and some ribbon, or just even hot glue something on there. So there's a lot of different options that you can do. Now what I'm trying to get right now, and again, they do not have to be something for Christmas. The other thing that I'm going to do with them is make like a garland, and by that I mean I'm going to probably keep those natural. You drill a hole, you put some twine, some jute twine, and then in the middle you can put something else. Maybe you put an oyster shell, maybe you put something else. You could put Cricut letters, so you could put Merry, or whatever you want, or spring, natural, summer, fall. There's so much you can do with these. It doesn't have to be just a Christmas ornament. But I want to, let me see which one I want to do right now. Let's see. We have a Oh, thank you, Debbie Schwenke. Thank you for the super sticker. Hi, Justina. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Carolyn P. Who else came in here when I wasn't looking? Hi, Linda. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, Betsy R. How are you? Hi, everyone. Oh, you're not a crafter? Okay, well, anybody can become a crafter. Ask Scooter. So things I have like this. Let me see how big this one is. Yeah. I could fit that, but I'd want a little more of the hummingbird and something, so I probably wouldn't do that. But this is a nice one you could put, especially if you were doing a garland or something. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. So this could be really nice too. And there's different homes here. So you could take something like that and put that on there as an ornament. That would go too. The hummingbird, this hummingbird could be nice on there. Also, you could also do a single flower there or something like that. So this is always the hardest part for me, is to figure out what I want to do, with the napkins, because you could do a fall garland, with this and have, happy fall, or put pumpkins and stuff in between. So lots of ways to do this. Let's see. This kind of woodland too would look nice. Especially, I think this would look really nice on a garland if you put something like that on the round. I think that would look nice. I think could even do something like those would look nice for fall. Okay, so what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let me see this one for a second. This one has a beautiful full moon, which I might be able to get. Let's see. what I'm doing right now, so you see I've got this, okay, and I'm taking this, I'm trying to see what I would get on that, you know what I'm saying, because this one has a beautiful full moon, but then you miss the star on the tree. You don't have to get the moon in there. If you did like a coaster size, you would be able to get it. You could get that. You wouldn't get the top of the tree. You'd get the snowman. So you have to see what, you know, what you want. And that might look great. That might look great on there. So you could then also try to see what it would look like. That would look good, like that. Even though you don't get the star on the tree, you would still get a really nice scene on that, right? So that would look nice, I think. Let's see. If you went right to the end, and we'd have to go up a little bit. You'd still get the snowman. That would be real nice, right? That right there. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm going to, and this black here is ink. I used a pen yesterday and something was wrong with it, and I got ink all over my hands, just so you know. Okay, so I can go like that. And where's my little detail scissors? Hang on. Right here. So where's my detail scissor? Come here, detail scissor. So what I'm going to do is just cut this little, I'm going to cut this square, but I'm going to leave the other trees intact there, okay? So we're going to take this, and where's our round? And we're going to fit this how we want. And you're going to be able to sand off the edges, so you don't have to go crazy on like the trimming, but I'll just go down here. Because we do want to go over the edges because we sand them to get a really nice finish edge. So that's all we want to do on that. Put this away. And what we have to do is, let me turn the light on over here too. Oh, the light is on. The light is not on over here. Okay. There we go. So then, what we need to do is to separate the layers of the napkin. And there's usually 3 layers. In the tissues, there can be 4 layers. Some napkins have 2 layers. Okay, so let's I think that got the 2 layers at the same time. Sometimes it doesn't do that. Sometimes you think you can see. This one I can definitely see is down to the first layer, but don't always assume that. And if it has a problem going on, it's usually because you've left a layer on. So figure out how you want that. Look, there's even like a little bit of the star we got in that. So I probably would like to do it like that. You can normally go right on the top with the decoupage. I'm using this napkin decoupage. I'll go ahead and put links in, but you can go just right on top. But you know what? The best way to do this now, where you will have no wrinkles, and what I'm going to do is do a heat, okay? I'm going to do it with the heat. So what do I have to do? Well, I have to put the decoupage on there. Now, usually I use Mod Podge for this, and the reason I do that is because the napkin decoupage is, I don't know, I have more Mod Podge than the napkin decoupage, and I like to use the napkin decoupage when I do other projects. So I have been using Mod Podge for the heat, because I'm actually trying to finish out a large container that I have that I feel needs to be finished out. So what I'm gonna do is just put that on like that. Now it's gonna dry really quick, okay? And you're gonna find this is gonna be so easy and absolutely no wrinkles. What you're going to use is you're going to use the little mini iron, which I have a Nakapa one. I can put a link to that too. You're gonna love it, and do that. Now in the meantime, here's something else. These are the pots that Debbie Schwenke gave me, and here are the napkins, which I've already removed the layers from. And to put these on there, hold on, I think I got a little paint right there. I must have been painting and I accidentally, hold on, let me scrape this little bit of paint off that I got on there. Okay. So, for this, we will use the napkin decoupage, and let me put my brush down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm live and I can't hear you. Hold on. Hello? I'm live and I can't hear you. I'm live. I can't hear you. I don't know. I think Jimmy's trying to call me and I can't hear him. If you can hear me, Jimmy, call the house phone, please. The wood discs are from my yard. Yes, Kevin. If it's a black screen, it's a black screen. Okay. Hang on. Okay, black screen. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. Can you see now? Can you see now? Can you guys see? Just let me know if you can see. You can see Lasso Lacey? Okay, because Jimmy was calling me and it looked like it went to a black screen. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this napkin on it, but you can't just you can't take a container like this, right? And you can't just wrap a napkin, because you see what's going to happen? It's going to look like that. So you've got to do it in sections. So you'd get a section that you can get it so that it's mostly like that. So you'd work in smaller sections and you'd cut out. So this is going to be like you're going to cut out stuff. So first what I'm going to do is just cut a small section out around the like bee's wings. I don't want to cut off his wings. I'm going to kind of go in between the flowers and things. You're not going to be able to use heat on a plastic pot like this, so this is going to be the regular technique like you would use for doing a can. So then when you have this smaller section, this you can work with, and you'll want to do that, okay? So you could actually do a little bit of a trim here if you wanted to. You could just go right outside that line and then leave it like that. And I would actually cut this here, this one green blade, so that it comes up like this, because it's okay, because they're individual flowers and not part of a scene. And I'm just going to go up here and cut a little bit. And for the bee, I I'm just going to cut him out because I might want to put him on in another place. And then that's what I'm going to put on. And you can go right over the top of this with your stuff, or you can put a little bit to hold it. I'll show you how. And then you're going to use your saran wrap and stuff to make sure that it gets in the crevices. So you can put a little bit of this stuff just to kind of tack it down. Okay. Just gonna put that there. Stay there. Okay. And then okay. And then just with a gentle pressure, tuck it under here. You're going to sand that off later. But try to get into those ridges, and then you can push it down with saran wrap. Now we're going to sand off on the top, but you just want to make sure that it goes over. And you can go over with saran wrap to make sure that it's all done. But then I'll add another section, another section, another section. But that's how easy that you can do that. And you can take those pots from white to beautiful, and you can put a waterproof Mod Podge on there, and you can actually use it for a real plant because the waterproof Mod Podge will make it dishwasher safe even. So you can do that and have a really nice pot there. And let's see, we're going to do the iron decoupage on the other guy. Where's my little thing? Yeah, this is almost dry. Yeah, this is almost dry. You could use a heat gun if you wanted, but what I'm going to do is do this. So hold on, let me put this pot over here. And I'm gonna rinse my brush, and then I'm gonna heat up the iron, and we're gonna do that ornament. And an update again on the paddle that's at the bottom of the lake. Jimmy and Luke just went out to get the conduit. They just went out to do that. We're going to do a live attempted rescue. So Let me turn the iron on. Okay, we're going to do a live attempted retrieval as soon, and we'll show the building of the tool, and we give the credit to Mike from the channel here, because Mike said to go do this way, and that he's had good luck with it. So we're going to do an attempted retrieval of that. Yep. Now, what was I going to do? I don't know what I was going to just show you something, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, no, I wasn't going to show you something. I need a piece of, the only thing you need besides the iron and is your parchment paper. So my parchment paper that I have is over here, I thought. Did I put it? Right, let me grab another piece of parchment paper. And I try to keep the same piece of parchment paper, but I think Jimmy might have taken and thrown it away. Okay. You want to make sure you have parchment paper and not wax paper, okay? If you have wax paper, you're gonna have problems. Remember, we used to love taking leaves and putting them in wax paper, right? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is now, this is dry for all intents and purposes. And I'm going to put that where I want it, and I want it like that. So then I'm going to put it down carefully and take my parchment paper and put it over there, okay? And then take the mini iron, and what that does is it heats up the dried Mod Podge, and the napkin adheres to it, and then you can put another coat on the top after you sand the edges. And I know my iron is not completely at the temperature, that's why it's red and not green, but this takes really very little to adhere it, okay? So that is already on there, and you see absolutely no wrinkles. And then you'll go with the nail file. I'll show you. Let me just give it a press now that I have the just go all the way, make sure you've got the edges, and then like I said, you can go over the top and seal it, but usually I'm able to just sand off the edges before I give it the final. And then you can add glitter. This would be nice with glitter to act as the snow, but you take your emery board, and I'll show you what you do there. I'm always decoupaging all over, and so I move my stuff with me. And I'm between, I go between two houses too, so I'm like